Well, here we are again. We've got the oars finished, and now I've got the nymph back in the barn, and I wished I would have taken a little bit of video of it before I cleaned up the interior after been setting outside for, well, for a long time now. And got it, it was all gummy and full of spiders, and so I got that all cleaned out and then washed out with some soap and water. And so let me reset up, and I'm going to show you why I brought it back in again, because I remember I alluded to in that last time when I was painting the barn, I dropped it off the side onto the wheels, and it slipped out of my hand, and it must have, the bow end must have fell about 4 feet or whatever down onto the wheels, and crack! Let me set up, show you what I've got to do. You can see down here where I've got a crack that runs around the edge. I don't know if you can go in any. Yeah. Zoom in a little bit more there. Yeah. Is that crack? So I got to clean this off. It's still got a good joint along here. I'm going to sand this all off back about 2 inches into about in here, and then put in a layer of 2-inch glass cloth on top of this fillet. I'll probably see if I can poke some epoxy underneath the edge of this fillet, or grind it back a little bit and maybe refillet it, but it's attached up here, so I may just float some epoxy in underneath this edge right there. So let me get to sanding. Well, as you can see, I've got it all sanded down, and I got my tapes cut. I'm probably going to recut these tape that I have here, these 3 pieces. I was going to have them across here, but I think I might dress it up a little more. Now, one of the things that normally if I'm going to glass these edges, these seams here, these vertical ones are the last ones that go on. I put those on last to cover up any seams from butting edges along the bottoms, but I didn't this time, so I just went with the fillets. But the fillets cracked out as you saw, so I'm going to go ahead and wet this out and then put it in the glass cloth. I don't know if I may videotape it, I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, I might as well do at least one tape here. Get it on nice and thick. Have your paper down on a finished boat. I'll go ahead and let that soak in. I got a thick coating in there, so it will probably wet out with what I've got. Let me go around and do the other sides. You've seen it before, so we'll come back when I'm done. Well, we'll do a little walk around. Down on the corners here, I bisected them at an angle. And up here is a little bit of an overlap that'll, once it cures, then I'll sand it down smooth. But it took me, I don't know, probably less than 10 minutes. I mean, working with epoxy is one of those things, you think, oh God, I'm working with epoxy, but you just put your gloves on, mix it up, and go. It's no big thing. So we'll come back after this sets. I doubt if I'll put another coat on it. Maybe I'll put a weed fill coat with a little bit of silica in it, just to smooth it out, especially along the seams. It's another day, and the epoxy is cured. So it's time to take the old multi-tool out and sand along the edges and stuff. So I'll give you a little bit of that. What we have to sand is the selvage, which is it stands proud after it dries. It's the part where the weaves come and then they weave back and they fold over on themselves, and they tend to stand proud higher than the glass itself. So you want to sand that down. So put the mask on.
I'll just give you a second of it here. That's what you do.
Have it all sanded down now, and you might want to go by with your finger and just kind of feel along the edges, just gently so you don't cut yourself. Find any little spots that need a little bit of touch up. And then get the paint out and give it a prime, which I'll do right now. I have the painting done. 2 coats of primer, 2 coats of finish paint on top of the glass tape we did. And let's go down, zoom in here. And it came out pretty good. I'm happy with it. I mean, you know, like I say before, if it's good 10 feet away, looks good, then that's fine. And it looks good at 3 or 4 feet away now, so I can't complain. Oh. Now that the seat is done, I can go ahead and take it out. I've got my my oars ready to set up. I'm going to take my wrench along. I'm going to go down to the lake with my set of wheels, put it in the truck and go down, and I don't know which lake I'm going to go to, either Lake Wilderness or Lake Morton, and put it in down there and float around and get some new floating video. And with the oars, and I'm debating whether or not to have the oars up close. Let me swing her out here. Up close more to the center line, or out here to where I'm pulling beside myself, as opposed to, you know, whether I'm pulling in here, which is more strength, or pulling out here, which it gives me more room to move. So I'm going to take the wrench along when we go to the lake, and just to make certain that it's correct. So I don't know what will be, well, we know what's going to be next. We're going to go into the water, but after putting this in the water and checking it out, then it goes and hangs on the side of the barn for who knows how long. Someday somebody's going to want to buy it from me. I guess maybe if I put it up for sale, people will. So I don't know what is going to come up next, whether it's going to be another boat build or what. So. And I may be delayed for a while. I'm looking at some property over in Quilcene, over in the Olympic Peninsula, right on the lake. So on Lake Leland. So Red Barn may move. So I don't know. We'll see. But I don't know how well the YouTube section will be, because I don't know if I can get high-speed internet over there now. So. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. And you have to cross the floating bridge to get there. So see you later.